More reactions to the public confrontation between H0t Minister Wike and Naval Lieutenant Yerima in Abuja over an alleged illegal land allocation. The video of the heated exchange, which has since gone viral on social media, has generated millions of views online, with Nigerians creating memes, AI edits, and comedy skits, turning the confrontation into a social media phenomenon. Let's take a look at this.
Doctor was acquired legally.
Because I carry neglect. Will you stop that?
I'm an integrity officer.
Will you stop that?
Sir, you cannot shut me up.
Get that way. Shut that.
You cannot shut me up.
Who does that?
You cannot shut me up.
Will you shut that?
You cannot shut me. I'm an integrity.
Get that way. I was in school when
I am acting on order, sir.
You are shut that.
Sir, you cannot shut
You are
me
a
up.
big fool.
Sir, I'm not a fool.
You are a fool.
I am not a fool.
Shut up, will you stop?
I am not a fool.
You are a big fool.
I am not a fool.
You are coming close to me.
I am not a fool.
Because I'm an old man. I will just come out at it like idiot. You are telling me. You are a big fool. What the hell?
All right, everyone's cracking up here. Dr. Abati, that is AI generated. That's what we're talking about, AI.
This way we are very fake. It's AI, you. Dr. Abati, over to you.
Over to you. Right here when we discuss this story,
The first
please.
point to be made is that, look, this is very embarrassing.
Yes.
Yeah.
In the midst of whatever embarrassing situation, you will see the creativity of Nigerians coming through.
Yes.
Hence all these kits that Nigerians have created. Some are even selling T-shirts. I'm not a fool.
Yeah.
Yes.
They turned
There's
it into
Wike fabric
business.
out there, Dr. Abati.
However, the point needs to be made. I think the minister's behavior is very embarrassing. The way he conducted himself should be seen as a matter of serious concern by President Bl0w, who appointed him. Street fighting is not part of the responsibility of anybody that has been appointed by the president. Because I've heard some people saying that he was acting on behalf of the president. No, I'm not aware that President Tinubu, when he appointed him, gave him the title of Omonile of H0t. Because it's only Omoniles that behave like this. As minister of the H0t, he took the matter into his own hands. He said his officials went to the site and then they told him that they didn't allow them to chase them away. Then he left his office, carried his able-bodied officials and went to the site to go and do what? So the minister himself did not follow due process.
Yes.
Yes.
And I've seen some people expressing the opinion that Officer Yerima was carrying out an unlawful order. With due respect, the Professor H0t, Sebastian H0t, quoting the Nigerian Air Force case and I think Onunzu versus State and all of that. Yes, Supreme Court has ruled that you don't carry out unlawful order when you are in uniform. You can say no. You should in fact say no. But in this particular case, we're told that the officer called his boss, called the chief of defense staff. So that in itself presupposes that he was acting in a lawful manner and not going on a frolic of his own. And in fact, that officer should be commended.
Yes.
Because he conducted himself with maturity. It was the minister in the video that I saw that was shouting, raising his hand, you know, and this is being confirmed by some of the skits that have been produced. So I think that Minister Wike disgraced the assignment, the office of the president, to the extent that, you know, the people arguing that he was acting on behalf of the president. We don't want Omonile as a minister of the Federal Capital Territory. Those who are familiar with the phrase Omonile, they know how Omoniles, how they behave. So this is a matter that should be investigated.
It is,
if it were another president in office, this is more than enough to ask the minister to go back to Port Harcourt.
Dr. Abati, you in government. Is there a ministerial code? That's the question I've been asking.
There is a general code of conduct now in terms of how public in terms of how public officials should behave.
Yeah.
Now look at Punch today. I think it's a front page story. Ex-generals, they say they are angry.
Yes.
Because the ex-generals are saying, look, this has to do with the institutional integrity of the Nigerian military. All of them, without exception, the ones quoted in that story, they are saying that, in fact, Wike should be disciplined.
Right.
That he was involved in an act of indiscipline.
All right.
By taking the laws into his own hands.
Right.
Nobody is above the law.
All right.
And we should not further, disrupt civilian-military relations. What this has done is that if Wike insists on doing Omonile antics across the federal capital territory, other people will be emboldened to challenge him. I hope one day he will not go to his site to take the laws into his hands and they will rough handle him.
All right.
It can happen. This is Nigeria. Anything can happen.
Like you have rightly said, the reactions, however, haven't been entirely light-hearted. Retired military leaders have condemned Wike's language during the exchange, describing it as a national embarrassment, while the Defense Ministry has now launched an investigation into the incident. While speaking during a press briefing to commence activities for the 2026 Armed Forces Remembrance Day at the National Defense College in Abuja on Wednesday, the Minister of Defense, Bl0w, said the armed forces will not abandon any personnel carrying out unlawful duty.
Well, at the ministry and indeed the armed forces, we will always protect officers on lawful duty. So we are looking into question and be rest assured if any officer on lawful duty be protected. I will not go into doing his job. He's doing his job really well.
You're absolutely right, guys. I mean, the military has spoken. They are backing the naval officer at this point. Quick points before we wrap up.
Somebody just
yes.
told me what, Dr.
Go ahead.
He said what you tell is Ajagungbale.
Right.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
It's those that
Fight to get the land.
Right.
Ajagungbale says so. There's a difference between Wale and Ajagungbale.
We're also even hearing that Wike has reportedly...
They are all the same.
We're also even hearing that Wike has reportedly ordered a total ban on the use of mobile phones by staff of the Abuja Geographic Information Systems and the Department of Land Administration following that confrontation with the naval officers sparking pushback among workers who have called the move absurd and anti-labor.
This is a serious issue. We can laugh about it, but I think that there's a point, and that's why it was, Rufai was asking around code of conduct and whether or not he's overreaching. Let's call a spade a spade. He's overreaching and he's acting like an emperor, and that's why people have tagged him that. And the reason why people cannot even see anything wrong with what the military officer did is that there's just a general dislike of the manner in which he has carried out his duties. Later on, I hear today at 12 noon, he has another press briefing. Oh, wow. Or shall we say call to his chambers or court to come and, So I think it's important for the president to step in at this point.
This is it.
No other minister acting them. I know styles are different, but he's overreaching, and I think that he treated that man with a lot of dishonor and disregard. And it was not just the man, it was the uniform he was wearing.
No need to call an officer a fool.
Ministry officials
we have to go.
should ignore Wike's directive.
Because
it's an unlawful directive.
All right, I'd love to thank you all. I wish we had more time. Well, thank you all. I'd love to thank you all for your great analysis, as always, on what's trending. Well,